eat. So like duck potato, duckweed, wild rice. I think they also eat bulrush, like frogs and the minnows and all those things. Like there's studies like where they'll kind of look at they'll kill a duck and they'll dissect it and see what it's eating, and different ducks eat different things, but a lot of them, they'll eat minnows, they'll eat freshwater shrimp. And so this might be where like understanding what those different species are, the wild species like freshwater shrimp, the duck potato, the duckweed, the wild rice. Okay, how can you create improve those areas? So maybe there's creating habitat. So like say for fathead minnows, one of the things that you can see
That
it
was on my short list to talk to you about too.
yeah.
The
So
minnows.
we've got fathead minnows on our farm. I guarantee you've got them in your pond. They're probably those small
Oh
ones.
yeah.
Like a single female lays 10,000 eggs in 90 days. Each of those fish is 3 inches long. They're entirely they do eat some insects, the fish, but they're mostly kind of vegetarian. And
they can eat as much mosquito larvae as they want. That sounds
yeah,
good to me. Let them
yeah.
go for that.
And but they also they're what's known as a fractional reserve spawner, which means they start to breed not based on the time, like not based on solar patterns. So like for example, brook trout and a lot of like the other bigger fish, they only breed at certain times of the year. That's dictated by the patterns of the sun or something
Even
like
the
that.
panfish, the crappie, the bluegill, the sunfish,
Yeah, yeah.
I think are similar. They're
Yeah,
yeah.
but these guys, they're fractional reserve spawners, which means whenever the temperature gets above a certain degree, they start to spawn, and they don't stop spawning until it goes below that temperature. Okay, so
Okay, so
that's a really interesting piece of information, right? Because how can we heat the water up, right? And so now we start creating microclimates in the water. Do you put a greenhouse over it? I just take black plastic crates, I turn them upside down, and it basically creates a little heat island underneath the water. And minnows happen to love laying eggs in the bottoms of logs. And this is basically just like a
okay,
black crap.
yeah.
And so like and I've got videos of this on my channel where I'll pull up one of these, like a black plastic crate like this. I pull it up and the lid thing is like covered with like eggs, and like one box would have, I don't know, tens of thousands of eggs on. Like it's ridiculous. And so like
It's a lot of duck food. High
that's a lot of duck
protein,
food,
high
right?
fat.
Every single one of those is when they're, I think it's like 100 to a pound, right? So it's like 100 of these things when they're fresh is a pound, and ducks are probably like a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 conversion rate. So I mean, what of it? 10,000 eggs is 100 pounds of fish, which is 30 pounds of duck.
Right.
You know,
For free, and it's the best nutrient dense food.
yeah.